So hello everyone, this is Anisha and I'm going to present a slide on innovative cultures. So first of all, I would like to talk about 10 ways to increase innovation in a company, and the first one would be desire to make meaning. So we should always be determined to make meaning of the company that we are going to establish. Instead of making the mind of making more money, we should be thinking about how to make meaning of the company. For example, we've got so many companies like eBay and YouTube who have meaning of doing some things. Like for example, eBay has meaning of democratizing the commerce, whereas YouTube has the meaning of like democratizing the videos. So the next way of increasing innovation in a company would be making mantra. So making mantra means like the your company should have some like slogans like mantra. It shouldn't be very lengthy and something that wouldn't relate. Instead, you should have few words, like 2 to 3 words, that would actually make meaning to your company. For example, with Toyota, when I researched, they had the mantra, let's go places. That means like Toyota is a vehicle that takes you to different places, so it's very simple and has meaning. So next would be jump to the next curve. So every company to succeed, they should think something like out of the box. They should like small changes in a company wouldn't make them success. So if a company is always doing the same thing with very little changes, that company would less succeed than the companies who think who think out of the box. For example, it is said that the ice harvesting started in late early 80s, all early 18th centuries, where they used to harvest ice by going to cold places and during winters. Then that changed after 30 years, that changed into ice factory, where they didn't have to wait for the winter and go to the cold cities. Instead, there was no limitation of the climate or season. And after 30 years, everyone had their own little personal refrigerator, which is like a small ice factory in their homes. So you should think next to the next level rather than doing less changes if you want your company to succeed. So another would be think digital and act analog. So think digital means using all of those digital tools that you would need to make your product very great. Like use the websites, internet, computers, whatever you need to make your product great. And acting analog means the companies should always remember that the product that they are making, the main purpose of that is to make the customer happy, not to make the cool stuff. Cool stuff will surely make like few of them happy, but like I think to make the product successful, the customer should be happy. So using all the digitals you need to make customer happy with your product. So next would be later 100 flower blossom. So innovator needs to be flexible the way people will take their products. Like you may have a meaning to a company that your product would do these things, but customer would take them in another way. So you should be able to accept it. For example, you might be thinking that you are making a moisturizer, but your company changes it into sorry, your customer use it as repellent. So you should move on with it instead of thinking that I made a moisturizer, how it became these things. So you should move on and be happy with what your customer takes it to. Next is don't be afraid to polarize people. Do not try to make everyone happy. So making everyone happy means you are thinking very broad, and you're going to mess around with your product. So making a segment of people happy would be great for your product rather than trying to make every people happy. So next would be churn, baby, churn. This means a company must keep on changing their product. Like we have different versions of technology that we use. Like for example, iPhone. There was iPhone, like iPhone invented, and there were different versions of iPhone. Like today we have iPhone 12. So we should always keep on changing. There'll be people who think that it's not necessary, but you should always keep on moving and revolve and changing your product and um, innovating them. So the next would be don't worry, be crappy. Don't worry. So we should not be worried about putting some elements of crappiness in our innovative products. So um, whenever we make an innovative product, it's seldom that the first try would be the perfect one. So we should always try to be innovative even if there's few crappy element in it. So for example, if we wait to add more features until everything is perfect, it will never be shipped and market will already be passed away. And the next one is break down the barriers. Innovative products are easy to sell. So if your product is innovative, there will be more barrier on your way. So do not get frustrated that the market is accepting your product very slow because it's innovative. Sorry for this. And the last slide would be don't let the bosses grind you down. Some people will tell you this is right, this is wrong, whatever you're doing is can't be done, shouldn't be done, and isn't necessary. Just ignore them and move ahead. Thank you. This is all we need to be innovative in a company.